Fig! Welcome back, everyone.
Are you okay? Are you hurt at all?
You worry too much. I assume you're all hungry? I have a meal ready and waiting.
Hey, where's Saizo?
Now that I think about it, he left and never came back.
Typical Saizo. I'm gonna go out and find him.
Ringo, that would be insensitive.
He's with Ash, remember? Use your head.
Yeah, well, being with her's one thing. Leaving with her is another.
Don't worry. He wouldn't do that. I'm sure of it.
You really trust him, huh?
I do.
You know, you've changed too, Fig. I feel like I can talk to you.
That's only natural. I've tuned my thought process to match that of a human's.
No, not like that. I can't really describe it, but it's almost like you've become more human since this all began.
Really? You think so? That makes me happy.
More human, huh? All right.
Ringo, where are you taking Mimi?
We're gonna go do something human.
A freelance devil summoner, huh?
It'd pay well, wouldn't it?
I thought you wanted to get out of all that.
Well, back then, I think I was so overloaded that I just kinda wanted an escape, you know? And I mean, looking back on everything now, it's hard to know just what was really going on.
What do you mean?
It's just that the more I think about it, I wonder if I even wanted to leave summoning in the first place.
You're not worried about Phantom? I could always go with you, you know? The team will be alright without me.
I'll be fine. Iron Mask would probably kill me if I tried messing with Project C, but he's got no time to hunt down a traitor right now. Besides, I know you. You won't actually leave them.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. If you were serious, you'd never put out the idea of coming with me. You'd just do it. You've got work to do, don't you? You said it yourself. You're a team. And I know you'd always ramble about your world of light, but this time I think you mean it. You even went as far as to drop that stupid "I'm immortal" line or whatever you said. So I guess I've finally started to come around to the idea. Maybe it's thanks to those friends of yours?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be waiting for you. So go on and take care of business.
Alright. Time to kick things up a notch.
Now you're my accomplice.
Good for you, Ringo. Looks like Saizo won't be leaving after all.
Come on. You make it sound like I'm only acting out of self-interest.
Well, aren't you?
Are you messing with me? What's got you in such a good mood?
Who can say? At the very least, I'm happy everything's worked out between them.
Knew it. You wouldn't be acting like this for no reason. call.
Who is it from?
Flamma. She wants us to come to the Axis.
I imagine she wants to talk about the contents of Mangetsu's smartphone.
You mean the info you dug up on the Purple Covenant? Guess you finally finished repairing it.
I did.
So who's got the Covenant then? You know, don't you?
Let's save it for when everyone is present. I'll go ahead and contact them now.
I'm here.
That's everyone. Let's get right to it then. There's something I'd like to explain.
So you finished repairing the smartphone?
Yes, technically.
Technically. Wait, is it fixed or not?
I'll get to that, but I need to explain things in order. First, about the data I recovered. There was indeed data on the phone concerning the Purple Covenant. I'll summarize the contents.
Before you do, why meet here of all places?
Because the location is convenient.
Uh-huh.
Keep going, Fig.
Right. I suppose I'll get straight to the point. The Purple Covenant is inside of you, Arrow.
Huh? Me?
Wait, didn't we watch that thing get destroyed or something? How did it end up inside him?
Let's hear what Fig has to say.
Arrow, you used to be one of Mangetsu's assistants during his research on the Covenants.
What?
But shortly after you relocated, the Covenant research facility was raided. And by none other than Iron Mask. Among those present at the facility was Mangetsu, who held the Purple Covenant, his assistant, who held the Blue, and you, Arrow. You were there as well. But Mangetsu's assistant was killed by Iron Mask, and the Blue Covenant was taken. Mangetsu knew that it was only a matter of time before they came for the Purple Covenant, too. So it was at that moment he chose to put 3 different branches of his research into practice. The first was the duplication of a Covenant. The second was the transfer of a Covenant. And the third was the sealing of a Covenant. Following his own theory, Mangetsu duplicated the Purple Covenant. In other words, he made a copy, or to be even more precise, a dummy. After which, Mangetsu absorbed the dummy. He then concentrated the real Purple Covenant into his arm and cut it off, allowing it to transfer to you, Arrow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can take a Covenant just by hacking off a limb? The hell? You basically died for nothing then.
If you treat your will, or rather, your soul, as the core of the body's senses, then yes, it's possible, in theory. However, it would have required intense mental training to perform. You wouldn't have been able to learn it in just a day or two.
So by sacrificing his arm, he essentially tricked the Covenant. No, he tricked his own body into thinking it was dead.
I referenced this theory when I transferred the Yellow Covenant to myself, too. And not only that, I'd never have been able to generate the virus without the findings Mangetsu left us.
Guess he technically got his revenge in the end then. Even dying couldn't stop his plans. No wonder they called him a legend. And that's why Mangetsu was keeping tabs on Arrow too. He was keeping track of the Purple Covenant.
Correct. And this is also when I discovered that Zenin was only carrying the dummy Mangetsu created all that time ago. That's why I was able to give the Yellow Covenant to Iron Mask.
This also explains why the Purple Covenant disappeared despite them being indestructible. It's because it was never a Covenant to begin with.
But wait, I can't have a Covenant inside me. If I did, Fig or Zenin would have seen it.
That's where the third branch of Mangetsu's research comes into play. The sealing of a Covenant.
Sealing?
After the Covenant was transferred to you, Arrow, Mangetsu sealed it.
Are you kidding? How It's like you can do just about anything you want with covenants.
That's our fault for making assumptions about them when we really didn't understand anything yet. This is the life's work of a true expert. We should be thankful someone put in the time and effort so we don't have to. Alright, Fig. What's next?
Right. It just so happens that when a covenant is sealed, it loses its light and can no longer be sensed from the outside.
Meaning the holder wouldn't be able to sense other covenants either, huh? But how does that relate to memory loss?
The exact cause is unclear, but it appears to be a side effect from the sealing. It seems this coincided with Mangetsu's goal to hide the covenant. Mangetsu's smartphone included details on the unsealing process as well. But unfortunately, I was unable to restore that data.
Oh.
So some things are impossible even for Ion.
When it comes to magic, very few actual experiences have been recorded. Even with my abilities, I couldn't approximate the data gaps left by the damage.
But we can't just give up. Right, Fig?
Right. If we could observe Mangetsu sealing the Purple Covenant inside of Arrow for ourselves, then we would have the actual experience we need. That should be enough to replicate the unsealing process.
By unsealing the Covenant, Arrow's memories will return, and the Soul Matrix will normalize.
Ah, so that's why we're here. So we gotta operate on Arrow's soul again. Makes sense.
Operate?
So, how are we supposed to view Arrow's lost memories?
We'll create a temporary bridge across the memory gap. We can then try to access the memories on the other side.
There was a weird gap that only appeared in Arrow's soul matrix. But there was no way across, no matter where I looked. I bet that's where we find the path to those memories on the Purple Covenant. Do you remember that one time when I collapsed?
Yeah, it was right after I came back to life. It was pretty freaky.
That was caused by Arrow's missing memories too, wasn't it?
Affirmative.
So, what are the risks?
Building a temporary bridge is an untested measure. It is currently unclear what potential effects this could have on Arrow's mind. And of course, the same risk applies to Ringo as well, since her mind is linked to his.
Great, so it's a total shot in the dark. What's the plan, Ringo?
We break the seal. That runs us the risk of getting discovered, but it also allows us to track down Iron Mask. But, having said that, this is about you, Arrow, so I think you should be the one to decide.
Could I have some time to think about it? This is a lot to take in all at once. I need to clear my head.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's regroup later then.
Ringo? Scanning records. Urgent action required. Excuse me. Please handle this.
What do you desire, Ringo? Anomaly detected. Anomaly. 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 Anomaly detected. Anomaly. 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 What do you desire, Ringo? New function unlocked. Interesting.
Well... Hey!
What do you desire, Ringo? Further fraternization. What do you desire, Ringo? In the name of evolution.
Hey, Ringo. Something's been bugging me. Based on what Fig was saying, Iron Mask should have had the Blue Covenant, right? But Zenin had the blue. We all saw that. And Iron Mask is obviously still alive. So how did he transfer the Covenant to Zenin? Did he use some fancy trick like Mangetsu?
That seems unlikely. Mangetsu's research on the Covenants was extensive and complex, as was his understanding of the mind, memory, and other abstractions. It would have been extremely difficult for Iron Mask to match his level of understanding in a single year alone.
But how'd he transfer his Covenant to the Zoma, then?
Maybe after Iron Mask took the Blue Covenant, Zenin killed him.
I guess that'd make sense. Which would mean he came back to life, like we did. Or... someone else took his place.
He's right. The real Iron Mask is already dead. The man behind that mask now is an imposter.
Man, how many plot twists is this now? All I can do is laugh.
So it really was true.
That would explain a lot of things.
It happened before you Agents of Ion showed up. Iron Mask suddenly stopped seeing me in person.
Probably because you'd instantly see he didn't have the Blue Covenant anymore.
That, and he probably knew he couldn't keep up the charade in front of me.
So that's why you were on the run from Phantom.
Yes. I wanted my Covenant to go to my Iron Mask. No one else.
But if you knew that this whole time, why didn't you say anything?
All you needed to know was that Iron Mask was gathering the Covenants, and he needed to be stopped. Am I wrong? As long as you've got all the actors and props you need, nobody cares who's wearing the costumes, right?
So the reason you're going after Iron Mask is...
I will make him pay. But that doesn't matter right now. We were discussing what we do about the Purple Covenant. What's it going to be, Arrow?
I think I want to try Flamma's idea. Saizo asked about potential risks to unsealing the Covenant. It sounds like there might not be any real benefit to it anyway. But I need to know why I'm here. Why I'm alive. I think... if I'm going to see this fight through, I have to do this.
Alright, then let's head to the Soul Matrix.
many new choices. But my wallet's empty.
You've been pushing yourself pretty hard lately. How about you get whatever you want? My treat.
Yay. Hey, I'm ready to order. For starters, I want one of everything that wasn't here last time.
One of everything. Ugh. I think I'm gonna need backup.
All hostiles down. Perimeter secure.
Did you see how much food that was? It felt like she was defying some laws of physics, but I can't figure out which ones.
Why am I even here? I'm supposed to be a phantom operative. Brunch and girl talk aren't my thing.
Speaking of girl talk, are you three interested in anyone?
What, like, romantically? I wonder if we're even capable of dating.
According to our spec notes, we can simulate the brain chemistry necessary for feelings of romantic love. That is, the brain can't exactly function without those chemicals, so Ion didn't have much choice. Though it's set to low priority, so we can focus on the mission.
Simulate. Spec notes?
So basically, if I haven't fallen madly in love yet, it's the guy's fault.
Well, what about you, homegirl?
What? Are you talking to me? Who taught you homegirl?
Oh, Melody loves like a lady out of a Shakespearean tragedy. It's like devotion, but darker. The kind of love that drives you insane. Blood is shed and people die over it.
Hardcore. Respect, homegirl.
Stop saying homegirl.
Whoa, did we walk in on some girl talk? Can we join the slumber party?
After all that food, it may well be a slumber party. What would you do if a threat appeared and you were too sluggish to fight?
Saizo seems like he'd just play around with girls' hearts.
Hey, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Uh-huh. Well, fine. What about you, Arrow? Do you have a special someone?
No comment.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Hey, what's the problem? Nana!
These two, huh? Yeah, that's still a no for me.
Well, how about Raven for a bachelor? He's a stand-up guy, isn't he?
Definitely not for me. The way he acts is so fake. Gives me the creeps.
He's not fake at all!
Whoa.
Well, sorry. My mistake then.
Wow.
Oh,
I see. So Fig's in love with this Raven person.
well...
Huh? Wait, what's going on here, Fig?
We should call him over here to hang out. Right, Arrow?
He's been so busy lately. He might appreciate a chance to get off his feet.
That sounds like a great idea, right, Ringo?
What's got you so jittery? Fine, I'll call him.
Now, where's the target?
Ringo, what did you say to him?
That there was a ravenous beast in Hydron.
So, is it in the area or something?
What up? I'm a ravenous beast.
This is ridiculous. I'm so sorry, Raven.
Well, if we'd just given you a straightforward invitation, you'd have waved us off.
Well,
You're here now, aren't you? Kick back, stud. Take a load off.
this girl's an unfamiliar face. Who are you?
I'm Nana. Just started my career as a freelance double summoner. Nice to meet you.
Huh. Likewise.
See, we were just talking about how Fig's totally...
Well, it's not a big deal. It's just that you're always working so hard, and I respect you a lot, and that's all.
Thanks, Fig.
Nana!
You should tell him the truth. We're summoners. We never know if we'll make it to tomorrow. You might regret not saying it.
I really respect Raven, and that's all I wanted to say.
I know, Fig. Me too.
The truth, huh?
We're not boring you, are we?
Oh. Sorry if I came off that way. I I guess I've been pretty tense lately. Feels like I've forgotten how to relax like this.
One day this'll be your normal again.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone. It was nice to get a break, and I mean that. But maybe next time you can just ask me to come instead of sounding the monster alarm.
Hey, Ringo. This is really nice. Everyone's got their own things going on, but talking about love, telling jokes, fighting, eating tasty food, I had a lot of fun. I hope we can hang out like this again sometime.
Then how about we come back when they've got something new on the menu?
Yeah.
Confirming. Our objective is to break through uncharted territory in the Arrow sector within the Soul Matrix. From there, we'll access Arrow's memory and learn how to unseal his covenant.
Understood.
Nothing to worry about. We got his back.
Let's go.
So, what do you think, Ash? You regretting moving in together yet? And this'll mark a full week at your new job, right? How's that been going?
Not too bad. The manager's actually not a total scumbag, so I think we'll be fine. I've never worked in a cafe before. Weird seeing people smile when I walk up. It's like a completely different world.
I know I'd smile if I saw a catch like you strutting around in a waitress uniform. You think they'd let you take it home?
It's just an apron over my regular clothes, dumbass. Never mind my job. How's your stuff going?
It's fine, I guess. I was actually thinking about switching jobs sometime soon, though. Thing is, when I search for within walking distance of my gorgeous girlfriend, I get no hits. Any openings on your cafe street?
Come on. Is there anything behind all the smooth talk and one-liners?
Ooh, tough one. Would you believe I've got a burning ambition to be a comedian someday? Actually, maybe I really could give that a shot. We're free now. We can do whatever we want. What the hell?
Saizo.
That's our place.
What do you think? Phantom? I knew this had happened. I knew plenty of people would be mad that I left.
No. If we're going down that road, I've got plenty of old clients with grudges against me. Could just have easily been them. The bomber might still be in the area. Let's go look into this ourselves. I'll look inside the house. You check around the grounds.
You lied to me.
What?
Sorry, Saizo. But this isn't gonna work out. We're summoners. There's no point pretending we can escape that life, or the price of it.
Ash.
It didn't last long, but I was happy with you. So thanks.
Call me a liar, but you never threw away your comp either. So much for celebrating Ash's new job. It's all up in flames now. And that's what happened with me and Ash. It was practically over before it even began. We couldn't get away from our past. We were summoners, and that meant karma was gonna catch up to us sooner or later. We knew way too much. And the people we climbed over to get to the top, well, they wouldn't let us bow out without payback.
They wanted to get even, huh?
Yeah. So, Ash gave up on the happy life she deserved. She just fell back into the trap. The cycle of summoners' karma. In the end, we couldn't change anything. But the breakup was never based on any bad feelings between us. It just suddenly felt like a shadow looming over us. You know what I mean?
You know, I've been thinking. It's not exactly that you hate being a summoner. It sounds more like you're just sick of all the trouble you got from Phantom and Yatagarasu. You haven't been talking at all about the jobs where you actually got to help people.
Yeah, got a point. But this kind of trouble you can't ever really get away from. See, the thing is, playing Merc in their little wars, that's where the money is for independents like me.
Isn't that kind of on you, though? If you're a freelancer, can't you just stay out of their conflict?
Whoa, it's nowhere near that simple. If you want to make it as a summoner in this world, you've only got one choice. You either throw in with Phantom or Yatagarasu, or you play nice with both sides. Just stick with whatever helps you stay alive. That's Summoner 101.
You do realize how pathetic you sound right now.
Don't have to tell me. It's pathetic as hell. Sure isn't what I had in mind when I first started out as a summoner.
Then what did you have in mind?
Who knows? It's been a long time since those days. Maybe we'll cover it next time.
Aw, come on.
I've got you. Are you all right? Look what they did to you.
Who are you?
My name is Paul. Do you want to come with me? This is an unjust world. A false world. Let's destroy it together.
That's a heck of a love story. And that's where it all started, huh?
I first met him on the day my hometown burned. It was over a decade ago. A foreign power's military was sweeping our country for insurgents, part of an aggressive counter-terror program. My home ended up in the crosshairs. In a split second of impact, I lost everything and everyone I'd ever loved. And as I sat there thinking I was about to breathe my last, someone came and saved me. He would one day become Iron Mask. But to me, in that moment, he was Paul Taylor, seeing his smile against the flames and the chaos. There was nothing more beautiful, so I reached out to him and took his hand. He told me all about himself, but I was lost in those eyes. Barely heard a word.
Sounds like love at first sight. He must have been pretty handsome.
Oh, he was. But it was more than that. I don't think you'd understand just yet.
All he really wanted was the covenant you were carrying, though, right?
Well, of course, there was more to it than good intentions. I found all of that out later. But it didn't really matter. There was just something bewitching about him, body and soul. He saved my life. So I decided it would be his. That's all there really is to it.
How was that? Not too shabby, huh? Whew. I thought I was a goner there. You still in one piece, miss?
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you got him! You were great, man!
Really, thank you so much.
Yeah. All in a day's work. Man, that takes me back. That was how things used to be, when I was just starting out as a summoner.
Wow. You looked so much more earnest.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know anything. No knowledge or experience. You've just gotta fight head-on for your wins.
Was there a specific reason you became a summoner?
My reason, huh? Well, I never really knew what I wanted to do for a living. I just kinda drifted through the city aimlessly. A professional deadbeat. And muggers I was prepared for, but magical threats? That one was a surprise. I would have wound up dead. Another supernatural fatality covered up. But then this devil summoner busts in and saves me. So I joined up and learned the ropes. I mean, come on. Badass vigilante exorcist? Now that's a career.
Really?
But after my first actual fight, well, you saw how it got to me. That lady thanked me for saving her, and it felt incredible. Smarmy little punk that I was. Nobody had really been grateful to have me around before.
And that sealed the deal for you, huh?
Yep. I was still just some dumb city kid, but helping people made me feel like I was somebody.
Past tense. Why wouldn't you still be somebody? After all, you've probably grown a lot since then.
That's a stretch. I mean, I guess I have gotten better at some things. But I think once I got really deep in the summoner's world, I forgot a lot from the early days. It only took a couple fat paychecks. At some point, I decided I was only in the summoning game for the money. After that, I bounced back and forth between Phantom and Yatagarasu for a while, taking contracts. Made a tidy profit off their gang war, but made a lot of enemies too.
Sounds like that's one of the main reasons you're so stressed.
Yeah, at the time, I figured acting slick and focusing on the job was better than overthinking it. But maybe I was just avoiding thinking about it at all. Honestly, that's probably part of why I went for Ash. She was my escape.
But you genuinely liked Ash, right? You were happy with her. Even if it started as just an escape, it doesn't make your feelings less real.
Yeah, I guess. I want to believe it. I want to think that what we had was real. And I want to make a world where we can live free. No summoner's karma to tie us down. We can just chase our happiness, together.
Then you know what you have to do.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I fought for something I really believed in, but I guess I'll give it a shot.